What's going on, guys? Sorry for the lack of uploads. Just been really busy, haven't had time to edit videos. So I'm trying to get back into it now, though. I'm going to be quite a few months behind on the timeline. The video I have for you today is actually from December 31st. So we're going to be starting way behind, but we're going to be catching up over the next few weeks, hopefully. And hey, just had some great videos that I've filmed, so stay tuned for them. What's going on, everybody? Back out here this morning trying to do some fishing and changing it up a little bit today. Sheepshead season right now, midwinter pretty much, but even though it's almost in the 80s past few days here in the end of December, today's New Year's Eve, so trying to get on one last little bite of the year and see what we can do. Kind of at a spot where I've had maybe a couple of sheepshead before, but the wind's supposed to pick up later today, so I was trying to pick somewhere protected. If sheepshead isn't working, I got a backup plan to go after some trout and redfish too, if sheepshead don't work out. So let's see what happens. Stay tuned, guys. And hey, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, do that right now before this video even starts. And hey, leave me a like, leave me a comment. I'd like to hear from you guys. Thanks again. Very good sign. Alright, so I just had a fiddler crab. It's taken me a hot minute to find a bite, but just had a little hit and took the fiddler crab off, so I wasn't super hopeful about this actually today, so I was gonna give it a shot. See if we can get back down there and catch a sheepshead or whatever might have been hitting. But got some renewed hope now. Real small hits, so I don't know if it's just pinfish down there pecking away at it or what, but something hitting it. Alright, so switched it up to plan B, going after some trout, redfish, maybe some bass now. Sheepshead had a couple little pecks here and there, and maybe one solid hit that the hook just didn't pin. But the wind picked up, it was hard staying on spot, and I could tell it wasn't gonna happen. So came back here, get out of the wind a little bit, and see what I can make happen. Of course, throwing the Overcast Lures Hyper Minnow. It's my go-to wintertime trout lure. But, say, this winter has been so mild, it's so warm, that I have no clue where these fish are gonna be at, honestly. We're just gonna give it a shot and see what I can come up with. All right, first fish of the morning. Think it's a nice redfish. Threw up in this little creek mouth, figuring there'd be a fish there, and was not surprised. Pretty sure it's a redfish, yeah. Sitting up in that little creek mouth. Oh, he might be slot. We'll find out here in a second. He's on the smaller side. Ah, he came off. Oh well, he was close to being legal. I wasn't sure if he was going to be of size. That's a pretty redfish though. Huh? He was probably going to be lower slot if he even made it. He was probably going to be right at it. No, it's Overcast Lure Company, guy out of Louisiana that I'm on his team. Makes some good lures though. But it's kind of that slam shady color and style. Nah. Say just fishing. Had the day off and just trying to squeeze in one more trip for the year. I just came out of the slough from the main river and headed this way, so I just really started. I tried to go after some sheepshead first thing, but wind picked up over at the bridge, so it was hard staying on the pilings. Yeah. You do. Well, I'm in super shallow water right now. I don't know what I had on, if it was a little bass or a little trout, but lure was just sitting out there and had something on, but it jumped in through the hook. So see if I can get on whatever it is again. Just missed another little hit off this point here. I've been seeing some swirls. Think it might be a little bass or something there, but didn't get the hook in it, so hopefully I can get it again. Oop, that was just a snag. Try getting it closer to that point where I keep seeing little swirls and stuff. There we go. Water temp is over 72 degrees now. And air temp feels like it's well over 70. It's very humid today, so this is not typical wintertime fishing. It's been a very mild winter. We actually have a cold front pushing through right now, though, and we're supposed to be down to the 50s during the day and 30s at night for a couple of days, but it's going to be short-lived. There we go. Nice bass. Just as I figured I was recording for that bass hitting. Man, that's a nice little bass. He's got some weight to him. It's hooked well too. Man, that is a solid bass right there. Finally landed a fish after missing a bunch. It's a solid bass for back in here. Nice. Love that hyper minnow, that's for sure. Tell you, they're loaded up in these little creek mouths where they're at. Beautiful fish right there. All right, got second bass on. Running into the kayak. Another solid bass. So I'm just gonna flip this one. There's some solid bass in here this morning. Better than catching nothing. Hyper minnow doing work. And then I'm in 1.5 foot of water, maybe 2 foot. Oh. See if I can't pull another one out of here. A little swirl right there. Definitely some mullet back here, I believe. Yeah, there's... I jerked it out of his mouth. He was following it. Such a blast, though. Yeah, this water is, say it's low tide too, so it's not helping. That little guy, about threw right on that point. I knew there had to be a fish sitting on it, and as soon as that lure hit, he landed. Hit it so quick, he actually just short struck it and took it through the eye. But a little ditch pickle. That's 3 fish landed for the day. Wish I could find another redfish to actually land, but at least I'm not getting skunked. Closing out 2021 on a good note. There we go. Another little one. Maybe not. Started getting a little weight to it. Oh, and it threw it. Just trying to get the tip down again, but a decent little bass. A lot bigger than I thought it was initially. It's super shallow and super grassy back here, so I don't know what I'm going to be able to do back here. I might have to switch to a weedless setup of some kind. Burned it through on top of the grass. There was one sitting in there. Oh yeah, that's actually another decent bass. That was awesome though. I was wondering if that might happen if I just burned it over the grass. One would just nail it, and it did. There we go. Not bad, not bad at all. Oop. Same thing again. Oh, it came off. That's awesome. They're fired up. And the water's warm. We got a low front coming through, so not really surprised by that. Oh my God, that was awesome. Wish he would have hooked up, but he was coming for it. He just missed it by ever so much. Dang it. Trying not to let it get caught in the grass, but burn it through there. I think I'm gonna have to set up some kind of a weedless setup. This just isn't working. All right, we're gonna really switch it up now. Due to all the grass and them actually wanting to come and hit it right on top of the water, we're gonna frog it now. See what happens. Oh, had one busted, but didn't get it. That would have been the first bass I ever caught on a frog. That would have been awesome. Just not hitting it hard enough, or probably not big enough to get that frog in their mouth. Well, that's gonna do it for this trip. It was just a quick trip out this morning, but I gotta get back home now. Caught those few bass, lost that one redfish, so not a bad morning overall. Wish I could have found some sheepshead, but they're not super thick out here. My hopes weren't too high on that, but I kept my expectations low on it and wasn't disappointed. So, but it's a great way to end 2021, last day of the year. Got to fish, so wish I could fish tomorrow, but I'm gonna go out and party tonight with it being New Year's Eve and sleep in the morning. So thank you guys for watching. If you're still watching, hey, please subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a like and a comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.